like they're all good for batteries and cars and everything? Yeah, I think so. I might have another card now, but if you want to roll on
guard, St. Bethel. Ashford, Zaid Potter. Ashford, Cody O'Connor. At center, Supreme Cook. Please rise for the national anthem sung by Marilyn Davis.
Thunderous roars for the national anthem inside Hardwick Hall here on the campus of Blair Academy in Blairstown, New Jersey. The site for today's NJISAA Prep A Championship game between the St. Benedict's Gray Bees and the Blair Buccaneers. And it's the 8th straight year we've seen this matchup as we welcome you inside Hardwick Hall. The Tegna Gym is the site for today's matchup. My name is Joe Basile on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. St. Benedict still huddling up. They've also got a documentary crew following them around. So in case you see some cameras and some microphones running around, that's from that following their season. Starting lineup for the Gray Bees and their head coach, Mark Taylor, looking to win the 7th Prep A championship under Taylor in this, his 8th season at the helm of this storied program. It's Jake Betlow, Zarik Nutter, Aaron Estrada, Toby Okani is going to be in number 10. Supreme Cook in the middle, and Blair will take it first. was Jabri Abdurrahim, the outstanding sophomore, who ended up winning off that tip. Now Blair sets up, Jordan Dingle gives to Abdurrahim. Drives in and a travel is called. Blair turns it over on the first possession. For the Blair Bucks, Henry McKenney is out there along with Abdurrahim, Dexter Akano, Jordan Dingle, Keenan Worthington on the floor as well. This is Betlow giving off, drive, teardrop, no good, out of the hands of Zarik Nutter. And the rebound goes down to the 6'7" Worthington. Worthington's got it on the Blair logo at center court. Now it's Akano, the Marquette commit. Feed it underneath to McKenney with the big jam. And they'll wave it off for a traveling violation. So take the points down off the board. We remain scoreless, a minute in. This is Aaron Estrada taking it into the front court for the 25-4 St. Benedict Sgrabies. And they get him for palming the basketball. Another turnover. So Blair has already turned it over twice on a couple of traveling violations. St. Benedict's a missed field goal and now a turnover in their own right. Take it up through the St. Benedict Express and into the front court. Jordan Dingle is committed to play collegiate basketball at the University of Pennsylvania. Finds McKenney. A kick out. Back to Dingle for three, no good. Rebounded by Zarik Nutter. Nutter into the front court. Tries to get around Worthington to the basket, no good, but the follow goes down for Supreme Cook. And we're finally off the schneid in this one, a 2-0 St. Benedict's lead. Supreme Cook, a 6'8" senior forward, averaging 10 points a game. Baseline jumper, silky smooth. Keenan Worthington's first two of the game. Worthington gonna go play at Division II UC San Diego following his senior year. Corner three, no good. And the rebound to McKenney. He pushes the tempo for Joe Mantegna's Blair Buccaneers. Dingle drives, layup good. 4-2 Blair lead. And we have a timeout taken by the officials with 5:46 left in the first. Mark Taylor calling out the play. It was St. Benedict Sgrabies. Ball goes into the corner. Back up top. Cook had the touch. Mid-range jumper, no good. Out of the hands of Aaron Estrada. And the rebound to Blair. Abdurrahim from the free throw line, no good. Rebounded by McKenney. Abdurrahim, lanky on the drive, off the window. No, tipping good for Worthington. Keenan's got 4, and it's a 4-point Blair lead. 3 minutes in, St. Benedict's looking for some rhythm offensively. Betlow pulls up for three, in and out, no good. That was halfway down for the Lehigh commit, Jake Betlow. Worthington grabbed the rebound for Blair. Dingle. Long two is good. 2 points for Jordan Dingle. And have a warning here, or some kind of skirmish over with Blair. Mantegna talking to the official. There's been a lot of emotions riding high already in the first 3.5 minutes of the game. Team's going to be able to huddle up as a little bit of controversy in the early going. Joe Mantegna, been head coach here at Blair since 1999, 368 coaching wins with the Buccaneers. and his team to a Mid-Atlantic Prep League championship this year. 11th time in the last 20 seasons that Blair has claimed the Maple Championship. As Betlow at the free throw line, first technical free throw is good. The second is good as well. So Jake Betlow hits both technical free throws for St. Benedict's. Both teams being instructed to go back to their benches. Tegna still talking over with the officials. Now Mark Taylor's coming over. Taylor's getting involved. Coaches getting right in each other's faces. Turning friendly though fast is some hugging, and will go their separate ways. We knew this one was going to be close. And a lot of emotions, just didn't expect it to start to spill over 3.5 minutes in. It'll be St. Benedict's ball coming out of the timeout. And a lot of noise here inside Hardwick Hall. This is Nutter. A transfer from Newark Central High School. Nutter feeds to the corner. O'Connor for three, no. Rebound out of bounds. It'll be St. Benedict's ball as Worthington unable to get it. So we'll see if the technical foul and all of that gives St. Benedict's a little bit of momentum. Betlow, straightaway three, no. Rebound to Henry McKinney. And McKinney travels. Already the third traveling violation against the Blair Buccaneers in the early going. They do have a 4-point lead. With 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Keenan Worthington, 4 points for Blair. Same for Jordan Dingle, doing all their scoring. Feed it underneath, and the bucket good off the glass for the 7-foot center, Munir Hamadou Hima. Feet tall, very lanky, and just a junior in there. Gives St. Benedict some extra size inside. They've got a lot of trees on this team. Stepping back, Blake's. Jalen Blake's first three-pointer of the game. Check that, they'll call it a two, said his foot was on the line. Estrada. Runner is good for Aaron Estrada. This Blair crowd is sizable and getting loud. It's a packed gym. Try to feed it inside to McKinney, and the foul called against Abdul Manur Mahamadou Hima. First foul against St. Benedict's in the game. The one against Blair was the technical earlier. Henry McKinney to the free throw line for two. And he misses the first. Second free throw, no good as well. McKenney misses them both, rebounded by St. Benedict's. Laura NJISAA dribbling with the ball. NJISAA, the screen from Hema, dumps underneath to him. His shot is blocked. 7-footer had it rejected by Jabri Abdurrahim. Abdurrahim, though, yet to get in the scoring column. He's got the ball for the Bucks. Gives to McKenney. A lot of off-ball movement for Blair in their offense. Dingle. Three is good. Jordan Dingle's got 7, and it's a 13-8 Blair lead. 2 minutes to go in the first. Pulling up off the dribble, Aaron Estrada knocks down the mid-range J from the elbow. And we have a 30-second timeout taken by Mark Taylor and the St. Benedict's Gray Bees. They trail by 3 with a minute 53 left to go here in the opening quarter. Take a look at some of the recent games for the Blair Buccaneers leading in. They have been on a roll. You see, though, last time out, they took down Petty in an 80-72 victory to claim a spot in this championship game. They beat the Hun School and the Hill School of Pennsylvania in the Maple tournament to claim yet another league championship. So it's been a good one and a good run for the Blair Buccaneers as of late. They've got their hands full with St. Benedict's, and when you look at them, they came off of a strong win in their last game, knocking off Hun to get here. Mark Taylor said that that was the best game that he thinks that this team has played throughout the year, really starting to hit their stride at the right time as they're looking for yet another Prep A championship. It will be 7 in the last 8 years. It's been 8 straight years that it's been these two teams in the final, becoming one of the best and most fierce rivalries in high school basketball in New Jersey. Dingle for 3. No good, rebounded by St. Benedict's. Estrada pushes it forward. Chance to tie with a 3. Off the mark from NJISAA, but a foul called against Blair. Foul down on the floor. It's going to be the second in the first half against Blair. Estrada for 3, no good, and the rebound comes out long to Henry McKenney. Abdurrahim for 3, no. But an offensive rebound pulled down by the Bucks. McKenney gonna try a 3. Abdurrahim grabs the miss. Through a double team, he passes out. As you see, St. Benedict's concerned on trying to stop him, a traveling violation called, and another turnover for Blair. That's the 4th time we've seen a travel called against the Bucks today. Inside a minute to go in the first, a 3-point Blair lead. NJISAA. Onto the wing for Okani. Wearing the number 10 of CJ Wilcher. Into the corner for 3 in the tie. It goes down for Zarik Nutter. Quickly the other way. Trying to answer, but not able to, was Jalen Blakes. NJISAA up ahead. They wave it off. A foul down on the floor. Called Jordan Dingle for the violation. $13 all. As NJISAA controls for St. Benedict's. Can they take this lead at the end of the first? It was Early domination for the Bucks, but St. Benedict's has come back. NJISAA on the drive, no. The tip, no. Rebounded by Blair, and that'll do it for the opening quarter. We're 8 minutes in to the NJISAA Prep A championship game between St. Benedict's and Blair, and we're knotted up at 13. You're watching today's contest on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Back inside Hardwick Hall at Blair Academy at the end of one quarter. We're all tied up at 13 all as St. Benedict's and Blair doing battle in the Prep A championship game once again here in 2019. Last year, a 59-58 win for the Gray Bees. Blair trying to claim it back for the first time since 2014 as Jabri Abdurrahim, the rejection and the turnover. Abdurrahim, the sophomore sensation. Already 20 scholarship offers at the Division I level under his belt, and still a couple more years to go. On the drive to the basket and fouled is Jalen Blakes. They get Madani Diarra, 6'11 senior, for the foul. It's going to send Blakes to the free throw line. First is good for the 6'1 sophomore from Somerset, New Jersey, Jalen Blakes. Averaging not only 10 points a game, but 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal and a half. Someone who can really fill up the stat sheet for the Blair Bucks. He hits them both in the home team, a 2-point lead. Bara NJISAA onto the left wing for Zarik Nutter. Back to NJISAA. Underneath to Supreme Cook. And he throws it away. Stolen by Dingle. Daniels for Abdurrahim for 3. Jabri Abdurrahim. First 3 points of the game, and it's a 5-0 Blair run at the start of the second quarter. NJISAA dumps off to Cook. Lost it. Was looking for a foul. Didn't get the call. Dingle has it taken away, but possessed out of bounds by Ndedikumbo Bakare. So they'll stay with the Blair Buccaneers. They avoid another turnover. They struggled with the turnovers in the early going. In that first quarter, got a little bit better as things progressed. Driving in, Abdurrahim is going to have his shot blocked. No whistle. NJISAA the other way. The layup is good, but it's going to get... No, they call a foul on Blair. Wow, it's going to go against Dirk Daniels, so count it. And a chance for a 3-point play. Great move to the basket by Bara NJISAA. He'll head to the free throw line. with a chance to complete a three-point play and get St. Benedict's back to 2. It's NJISAA's first 3 points of the game. Layup, good. Shaylin Blakes with the strong take to the basket. Now NJISAA running the point for the Gray Bees. Trying to clear out some space, guarded by Daniels. He drives and a foul called. It's going to go against Daniels, another. Already his second. That's going to be number 5 against Blair in the first. St. Benedict's has committed 2 fouls. They've also used 1 timeout, 1 30-second timeout. 3 is good for Aaron Estrada, starting to heat up from the floor. He missed his first couple of shots, but since Estrada has started to knock him down. Having his shot blocked was Blake's. Great play by Supreme Cook. He's really a great defender. Estrada leaves back, pump fake, Bakari now. 3 is good! St. Benedict's grabs the lead by 2. Adetokunbo Bakari gives it to him the other way. Keenan Worthington's shot was no good. Rebounded, pass tipped by Henry McKinney, but controlled by St. Benedict's. Estrada along the baseline, through contact and good. What a game, and a 4-point lead for St. Benedict's. They're getting loud at Hardwick. Tipped away, stolen. Estrada diving to the floor to get it in a timeout taken by St. Benedict's. And Mark Taylor is fired up. And you gotta love the play out of the Gray Bees as they started a little bit slow offensively. They were looking for that groove for quite some time, and they've certainly found it and kicked it up into another gear as of late. And again, that's something that Taylor, many years coaching, not only here at St. Benedict's in his 8th season, but before this at Ridge High School and St. Joe's Metuchen. A lot of success, so many state championships. You need to start counting on your toes to get them all. And the career continuing and trying to lock up yet another with St. Benedict's. We'll take a look at the Gray Bees, their last few games. Again, another team coming in on a heck of a winning streak, including that utter domination over the Hun School of Princeton, 100-47 in the Prep A semifinals. Before coming here, taking on Blair. Not quite going to get to triple digits, I'd imagine, here today, but either of these two teams, but they can both put up some points in a hurry. NJISAA into the corner for Bakari. Pulls up off the dribble to NJISAA, off the bounce pass. The screen from Cook. NJISAA drives. Layup no good. Rebounded by St. Benedict's. Okani clearing some space out. Wide open look for 3. Toby Okani's first 3 points of the game. 6'6" senior guard and an outstanding three-point shooter. Best percentage at 46% on the Gray Bees this year. And it's a 7-point St. Benedict's lead. Dingle lost it. NJISAA ahead for Cook. And he's fouled. And as Cook gets to the free throw
ahead
line,
for
another
Cook.
look at the foul, you see the bump, and he's fouled. And the contact right underneath. Getting him to the free throw line. First free throw from Supreme Cook is no good. Really a bad foul, though that is the 6th against the Blair Bucks. .340 still left to go before halftime. They've got some time as Cook misses them both. Shabri Abdurrahim is checked back into the game for Blair in between those two free throws. Dirk Daniels gives to Abdurrahim for three. In and out, no good. Henry McKinney had the miss knocked out of his hands. And out of bounds, they'll say last touch by Aaron Estrada of St. Benedict's. These two teams matched up once already this year in the regular season. A 74-61 win for the Buccaneers. St. Benedict's in the playoffs, always a different animal and coming out strong even without their leading scorer, C.J. Wilcher. Killed the Bucks last year in this game. Trying to get Dirk Daniels set up in the right spot before they let him inbound. Dingle, catch and shoot, no. And the rebound to Jake Betlow. Long pass ahead for Betlow. Three the other way, off the front rim, no good. Tip didn't go. Another offensive rebound. Nutter had his shot blocked. Worthington got the hand in there. Shabri Abdurrahim. Now McKinney on the drive. Bucket good and the foul. First 2 points of the game for Henry McKinney. The foul on Supreme Cook. Send McKinney to the free throw line to try and complete an old-fashioned three-point play. Henry McKinney knocks it down. The senior from Moorebank, New South Wales, Australia by way of South Sudan. Betlow drives, teardrop good. 4 points for Jake Betlow. And the lead back to 6 for St. Benedict's. McKinney. Catch and shoot. Jalen Blake's in and out, no good. A lot of contact after the shot, no whistle. We play on. Nutter grabs the rebound. Goes back up, Sariq Nutter, no. Supreme Cook, yes. 4 points for Cook. And an 8-point lead for St. Benedict's, their largest of the game. Daniels called for the travel after he lost a handle on the dribble. Blair will get a substitution in as Luke Kalaja comes into the game. Also going to bring a Colta Gak into the contest as well. It's going to be Dirk Daniels and Keenan Worthington heading to the bench for the Bucks with inside 2 minutes left to go in the first half. And what a half it's been. Jake Betlow controls for St. Benedict's. Pulls up for three. That's good for Betlow. All of a sudden, he's got 7. And it's an 11-point Gray Bees lead. Foul called against Bakari. That'll be his first. .91 seconds to go in the opening half. Blair trailing by 11 to St. Benedict's. Blair is led by as many as 6 in this first half. A lane to drive for Kalanja, no good on the attempt. Rebound loose on the ground, a tie-up. Did they get a timeout in? Or did they get the jump ball? We'll have the jump ball possession arrow favoring Blair. reset the shot clock, which currently shows 9. .109 left to go in the second. I think everything sorted away over at the scorer's table. They do reset it up to 30. Now they'll put it down to 15. So now we've got that sorted out. Now there's confusion on the Blair side. The officials getting together to talk about it again. An inadvertent horn blew, and that added some extra confusion. Now they'll put 30 back up on the shot clock. So now we've gotten that all sorted out. Abdurrahim takes it off the inbound, gets fouled, and it rolls in. Betlow gonna pick up the personal foul. Chance for a three-point play for Jabri Abdurrahim. And the number 1 sophomore in the state of New Jersey, according to ESPN, will head to the free throw line to try and complete a three-point play. By the way, you might hear chants of overrated coming from the Blair student section. They're not talking to Jabri Abdurrahim, whose free throw is good. Though their team does trail 34-26. With inside a minute left to go in the first half. Not quite sure that's the time you want to be chanting overrated. Work it inside, no good from Cook. And the rebound to Blair. Bucks trying to go on a run. Abdurrahim, like a freight train to the basket, finger roll good. And it's a 5-0 run for Jabri Abdurrahim. Ten seconds in the first half. NJISAA got it. O'Connor. And that'll do it for the first half. Woo! Buckle up, because if that's the first half, can't wait to see what the second's got in store for us here today. From Hardwick Hall at halftime, the score, St. Benedict leads Blair 34-28. We'll take a step aside and come back with more right after this here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Back inside Hardwick Hall at Blair Academy at halftime. It's the St. Benedict's Gray Bees 34 and the Blair Buccaneers 28. My name is Joe Basile. We welcome you back in here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. It was an exciting first half, led by fireworks, a double technical foul against Dexter Acano, who's ejected from the game. Just 3.5 minutes in for the Blair Buccaneers. St. Benedict's led in scoring by Aaron Estrada, who had 9 points. Jabri Abdurrahim had 8 to pace the Blair Bucks, who led for a long time in that first half, but now as we get set to start the third quarter, a little bit of a different look and feel to this game. A lot of high tension, high anxiety. We were tied 13-13 after the first quarter, and the offense is opened up as we got into the second. It'll be St. Benedict's with the ball first after halftime, and an energetic home crowd. Betlow on the drive, no! Behind the back, Jordan Dingle pulls up for 3, no! And the rebound to Benedict's, long ahead, Betlow travels. And a turnover as Betlow took an extra step, trying to plead his case with the officials, but they've had a tight grip on this game. All 3 officials really doing a good job of keeping this one under control throughout the entire game. Controlling for Blair is Jalen Blakes. Now it's Jordan Dingle on the drive, spins, tried to jam and couldn't. They kick it out for 3, Blakes! Jalen Blakes with 9. Knocked away from Estrada, who gets it back. Fake of the pass, the drive for Toby Okani, no. Rebound, Henry McKinney. Shot was blocked out of bounds as Jabri Abdurrahim came up with the shot underneath. And the overrated chance that we heard in the first half starting to resume, but again, really good look to do that when your team's trailing. Jordan Dingle controlling. Off the slip screen. Irvington had 4 in the first quarter. He's got 7 now. And St. Benedict's lead is trimmed to just 2. Betlow drives, and he's fouled. Jalen Blakes was hoping that he caught that one clean, but got a little bit of the arm of Jake Betlow as he went up for the shot. Betlow at the free throw line. Trying to convert on the second. He's got 8 points now in the game, make it 9. Blakes on the drive. And he is going to get fouled. It'll be Supreme Cook picking up his second personal foul for St. Benedict's. And to the free throw line is going to be Jalen Blakes, who's no good on the first. Blakes was a perfect 2 for 2 from the stripe in the first half. Tries to make good on the second and cannot. O'Connell got the miss for the Gray Bees. Lead by 4. Trying to take down Blair on its home court and avenge a regular season loss earlier this year. without their leading scorer, CJ Wilcher. Underneath, Cook, in and out, and then in. The fortunate roll for Supreme Cook puts St. Benedict's up by 6. Abdurrahim kicks it out. McKenney cycles underneath. Keenan Worthington tipped and stolen. It's Estrada up ahead, shot blocked, and a foul is called. And to the free throw line, Spara NJI. Can't see him that well because of some of the standing students. And the first from NJI is up and good. NJI is 6'2", junior. Needs the second short. So a 7-point lead for Benedict. Blakes running the point. No Dexter Ricano. Blakes give to Worthington. A 3, no. Rebounded by Zarik Nutter. Nutter spins in the lane. Good runner from Nutter. And a timeout taken by Blair Academy and head coach Joe Mantegna. As St. Benedict says, come blitzing out after a quick Blair spurt to start the third quarter. The Gray Bees have opened up a 43-34 lead. And have really been starting to ramp up the tempo here in this third quarter. We've got the chance, we'll take a look at some of the players on the Bucks heading up to the next level. We talked to you about Dexter Ricano earlier on. Jordan Dingle going to Penn. Ricano, of course, ejected from the game after a double technical foul 3 minutes and 30 seconds into the first quarter. So 2 big seniors for Blair, already having committed several underclassmen for the Buccaneers. There are the offers on the table, but those 2 want to play Division I basketball, and obviously no Dingle, rather no Acano. It's falling all to Jordan Dingle to try and provide that senior leadership for the Blair Bucks in this game. Was helped out by Keenan Worthington as well, and some others. Seen a little bit of Dirk Daniels, another senior for Blair in this contest. This is Dingle into the front court, shoveling off to Jalen Blakes. Dingle for 3, no good. Long rebound grab by Blakes. Tried to feed to McKenney. And Henry McKenney, the senior, is mulling a couple of offers over himself. Unable to control. He's got these from Marist and TCU. John Dunn up there at Marist. Jamie Dixon at TCU. Taking a look at it. Nutter for 3, good. Zarik Nutter. Nearly a steal for Barra NJI, but Blair able to get it through. Little slow to get up the court though, was Blakes. Blair out of the offense. They give to Dingle. 10 on the shot clock. And a 12-point lead for St. Benedict. Abdurrahim, 4 to shoot. And a foul called, bailed out toward the end of the shot clock with the Blair Bucks. Abdurrahim triggers the inbound to Henry McKenney. Underneath, Jabri Abdurrahim, bucket good and the foul. Jabri Abdurrahim becomes the first Blair Buck in double figures. They'll try to add to that here. Abdurrahim off the mark on the free throw. Rebounded for St. Benedict. Here, Muhammad Abu Hima is in the game. To the corner, it's NJISAA. Back for Zarik Nutter. It's forced out. Blair in the man-to-man defense. To Hima, underneath. Pass was tipped, intended for Okani. Got by Nutter, got it up at the end of the shot clock. Hima grabbed the rebound, but stepped on the line out of bounds. Here, Hima, 7-footer, tallest player on either team. Driving in, Abdurrahim's layup is good. It's 12 for Jabri Abdurrahim, and the lead down to just 8. Blair trying to chip their way back in. A skip pass, Zarik Nutter, no, grabs his own miss. Goes back up and is blocked. Luke Kalaja with the block. And the ball out of bounds, it'll stay with the Blair Bucks. Jordan Dingle. For 3, good! Jordan Dingle knocks it down, and it's a 5-point lead for St. Benedict's. Reverse layup, good for Zarik Nutter. That puts an end to a 7-0 run for the Blair Buccaneers, but take a look at the replay on that last 3-pointer made by Jordan Dingle. Able to grab it back off the pass, and then from NBA range, Dingle knocking it down to get Blair back within 5 momentarily. The timeout taken here by St. Benedict's. Full timeout, the second one they've taken here so far today, and got the lead back up to 7 points here with a minute 42 left to go in the third. But we're starting to see the momentum building for the Blair Buccaneers here in the game. So a wise timeout taken by Mark Taylor, as these two head coaches, Mark Taylor for St. Benedict's, Joe Montegna for the Blair Bucks, familiar enemies, gone head to head, and it's been Taylor who's had the upper hand in 6 out of the first 7 Prep A championship games these two have played. Blair got the best of St. Benedict's in 2014. Also won Prep A championships under Mantegna in 2009 and 2011. Jalen Blakes drives, Blakes the take, and a goaltend is called. Count the bucket. Munir Hima ends up getting called for the goaltending. We touch it off the backboard as Betlow gives to Nutter. Back to Jake Betlow. 3 on the way, too strong. Rebound still up for grabs, taken by Blair. Dingle pulls up. 3! A 2-point game. Aaron Estrada's been quiet in this third quarter. Inside a minute to go. St. Benedict's led by 12. And an offensive foul, illegal screen against Munir Hima. Jordan Dingle a little bit slow to get up after he hit the deck. And Keenan Worthington coming back on for Blair. Dingle. Through traffic. Kick out. Abdul-Rahim. Bingo! Jabri Abdul-Rahim puts Blair on up top by a point. Jake Betlow fouled on the drive. They call it a shooting foul, sending Betlow to the free throw line. It's Keenan Worthington pleading his case for that to be a foul call down to the floor. Jermaine Tegna a couple feet out onto the court, pleading the same thing, and I think the home team's got a case for that one. It looked like Betlow had taken a couple steps after the contact was made. More times than not, they'll give that to you as an offensive player. Betlow no good on the first. He misses them both. Normally steady Jake Betlow. Travel called with 3/10 of a second left on Jordan Dingle. Jake Betlow close to 70% from the free throw line on the year. Missed them both. 3/10 of a second. Enough time for a catch and shoot for St. Benedict's and nothing more. And they won't even bother. This will advance the ball into the front court. Timeout taken. Rebounder Betlow was over on the wrong side. Still a backcourt. Now they get into the front. Again, enough time for a catch and shoot, and that's it. And they're not going to get it off. End of the third quarter. It's Blair 49, St. Benedict's 48. We got a great one brewing here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Back with the fourth quarter right after this. Back inside Hardwick Hall. It's a 49-48 lead for Blair Academy at the start of the fourth quarter. Henry McKenney with 5 points for Blair. Inside, Supreme Cook is fouled. Guilty party for the Bucks is going to be Keenan Worthington. It's foul number 4 against the home crowd, and the Blair Buccaneers 4 fouls against St. Benedict's in the second half as well. So both teams in that starting to get into trouble area, but still okay for now. Territory as Cook's first free throw was good. It was the first quarter that Blair played well early. St. Benedict's came back, tied things up. Blair got off to a strong start in the second quarter before Benedict's came back and took a lead that was as large as 13. Another strong start in the third for Blair as Abdurrahim found shooting at 3. Benedict's got a lead up to 12. Blair took it at the end of the third. In a back and forth seesaw contest as Jabri Abdurrahim heads to the free throw line for the Blair Buccaneers with the home team up by 1. First free throw, no good from Abdurrahim. And now chance of overrated coming from the St. Benedict students that have made the trip over. As the second free throw good from Abdurrahim. He'll shoot one more. This time they're most certainly chanting them at Abdurrahim, but they are false. Jabri Abdurrahim, as we've seen today, is certainly the real deal. He's got 14. Lanky, talented, and still just a sophomore. Driving, NJISAA gets the bucket. NJISAA's got 6. He's averaging a little bit under 4 points a game. Dingle to the free throw line. Blair playing without the services of Dexter Acano, ejected in the first quarter on a double technical. Dingle's shot was good. He's got 12. Back the other way, a three-pointer in and out, no good from Takbakari. Rebounded by Blair. Abdurrahim ahead. Into the corner. Feeds it along the baseline on a string outside. 3-0 from Blakes. And Blakes fights for it back. Mid-range, no. Bakari grabs the miss for St. Benedict's. From the free throw line, no good from Sariq Nutter. Last couple of possessions have not resulted in points for either team. Jabri Abdurrahim drives, layup, good. That breaks that streak. He's got 16 and a 5-point lead for Blair. They've led by as many as 6 today. That was all the way back in the first quarter. Estrada on the drive, bucket good. Aaron Estrada had 9 points in the first half. That was his first 2 points in the second half. Abdurrahim off his foot and out of bounds. It'll be Gray Bees basketball.
St. Benedict fans are there. Got a timeout.
Got a timeout taken. Out on the floor with a 57-54 lead with 5:22 left to go in the fourth. In case you missed any of this contest, the fireworks flew early. Dexter Acano given a double technical foul and ejected from the game 3 minutes and 30 seconds into it for the Blair Buccaneers. So he has been basically a non-factor in this game. St. Benedict's playing without C.J. Wilcher, who's missed the last couple games for the Gray Bees with an injury. He was their leading scorer this year. Ghana was ranked the number 8 player in terms of the senior class in the state of New Jersey by a couple of different sources. So look, when you look at it, both teams are without their big guns here today, or at least the two headlining players are on their teams today, and yet we've still seen a classic. Last year, a 59-58 win for St. Benedict's in this game during the regular season, a 74-61 win for the Blair Buccaneers. Trying to win this Prep A state championship for the first time since 2014. It's been St. Benedict's in 15, St. Benedict's in 16, St. Benedict's in 17, St. Benedict's in 18. The Gray Bees going for a 5-peat. It'll be St. Benedict's ball off the reset. Estrada lays it back for NJISAA. Cook spins around, no good from Supreme Cook. Rebound, Jalen Blakes. A standing room only crowd at Mantegna Court. Blakes dribbled off a foot of Supreme Cook, and that's going to result in a kickball violation. Inadvertent though it may have been. McKenney. Abdurrahim to the corner, back outside to McKenney. Now Dingle. Oh, another one for Jordan Dingle. He's got 15 points. Blair by 6. Blocked and losing the shoe, Toby Okani. And then a foul is Abdurrahim. And a couple hands on him from Tech Bakari. He was looking for the intentional foul to get called, but I think given that situation, it's good on the officials for not ruling that. Dingle. No good on the 3. Rebound by McKenney. He's been a machine eating glass tonight. Blakes, kick out. McKenney along the baseline, looked to feed a pass, but no one was home. He gets bailed out though by a foul. It's gonna go against Aaron Estrada. That's gonna be foul number 7 against St. Benedict's in the second half, and that means to the free throw line to shoot a 1-1 is Henry McKenney. McKenney makes good on the first end of the 1-and-1. He's got 6 points in a starting role for Blair today. Second is no good. A rebound tipped out. Saved in bounds by McKenney. Blake. 10-point Blair lead. Timeout. Gray Bees. Hardwick Hall is erupting in Blairstown. From down 12 midway through the third quarter to a 10-point lead with 3:36 to go. Blair trying to claim its 4th Prep A championship since 2009. And they're on top of St. Benedict's. And look, It's an old cliche. It's tough to beat St. Benedict's, period. But it's certainly tough to beat any team 2 times in a year, let alone one as talented as this St. Benedict's prep team. And yet that's what Blair, if they can hang on, will do. They won the regular season contest, now trying to take down the Gray Bees in the Prep A Championship. And a team that is chock full of future college players and stars, a great coach in Mark Taylor. Looking for some answers, and you know that the Gray Bees certainly have a run left in them, but now they're in a little bit of foul trouble. Blair's going to be going to the line on all common fouls from this point on. And it is an upwards climb for St. Benedict's. But what a climb it would be. It all starts one basket at a time. It's Benny's ball. NJISAA into the front court. Skip it around. Betlow gives back to NJISAA. NJISAA for Supreme Cook. Shot blocked by Abdurrahim. Gets it back, and then a foul called on Jabri Abdurrahim. He was vertical the first time out, didn't maintain that verticality his second. That's what got the foul called on number 23. The free throw line, Supreme Cook. First goes down. Cook, a 64% foul shooter on the year. But nobody on this St. Benedict's team has gotten to the free throw line more often than Cook this year. The second is good as well. Lead down to 8 for Blair. Now the Bucks go to work on offense. St. Benedict's coming out, showing trap, able to get through it though, was Blakes. Jalen Blakes behind the back to the basket, ends up picking up a foul on his way in. And furious that he's going to get charged at the foul list, Toby Okani. He thought for sure that he had position established. They said just a little bit late. Jalen Blakes to the free throw line. First is good from Blakes. Jalen Blakes is 78% foul shooter on the season. Trying to get this one back up to double figures for Blair. He makes good on them both. 11 points for Jalen Blakes. Betlow into the front court for St. Benedict's. Right in front of the Blair student section who can barely be contained. Kick out, Nutter for 3, no. Rebound by Estrada. And his free throw line jumper is good. 13 points for Aaron Estrada. Benedict nearly gets the steal from Nutter. And now a foul and a tie-up, some pushing and shoving afterwards. And we have a technical foul called against Jalen Blakes. And some shouting from both sides after the play. Going to be taken away from the play is Zarik Nutter and Toby Okani. We'll get things sorted out again. Emotions and tensions have been riding high throughout this entire game. We saw a double technical foul 3.5 minutes in, ejecting Dexter Akana from the game. Now a technical against Jalen Blakes. And that technical, the double tech against Akana in the first quarter, was the turning point for St. Benedict's in the first half. They played much better after that, after they came out a little bit flat in those first 3.5 minutes. See if this ends up resulting in a similar run for the Gray Bees. As Blakes is going to head to the free throw line, I guess correction, they called a technical against St. Benedict's. The official came over, he signaled technical, and then he pointed down at Jalen Blakes. That's where I thought the foul was called on him, but I apologize for the misspeak. Makes the first technical free throw. And the second. So there you go. He shot his too. Now, off the technical that was assessed against Blakes. Estrada at the line, and he knocks down the first. He's got 14 points. And the second. Estrada, best foul shooter on St. Benedict's at 85% this year. He's got 15 points. It'll be Gray Bees' ball. Three-pointer no good. Out of the hands of O'Connor. And the foul whistled against Benedict will go down the other way to shoot a 1-and-1. It's an 8-point lead for Blair. It can get back to double figures. As Worthington heads to the stripe.
Good three shot of those.
Going for 2 free throws for Keenan Worthington, as that is in fact the 10th foul against St. Benedict's in the second half. 2 shots for Blair the rest of the way, as Worthington good on the first. And the second. Ten-point lead for Blair. Estrada, no good on the 3, rebounded by Blakes. He'll fly into the front court and drive to the basket, bucket good, and the foul. Jalen Blakes to the line to try and complete a 3-point play. And they can feel it getting close. Here inside, Hardwick Hall. "17 points for Jalen Blakes. O'Connor for 3, no. Rebounded by Abdurrahim, who's fouled quickly by Toby O'Connor. A 13-point lead for Blair can be extended as St. Benedict's trying to extend the game with the fouls. Abdurrahim at the strike with 17 points. First free throw is good. Estrada, stolen. Blakes, breakaway, and one! The Bucks running away! And a big high five by Joe Mantegna to Jalen Blakes, who heads to the line. and an 18-point lead for Blair, a 30-point turnaround in the second half. Unbelievable. No good. Nutter couldn't hit. St. Benedict's has gone ice cold from the floor, right as Blair has started to heat up.
Get the face.
Dingle.
Sad faces.
Bounce pass underneath. Worthington the jam. Just touched the front of the rim by Betlow. Inside a minute to go, it's Blair by 20. Not sure if anybody quite saw this result. Blair 80, St. Benedict 60. It's Graby's ball with 56.2 to go. Blair gonna wait as Benedict shuffles some personnel around. They get it into Estrada. Pulls up, 10-footer good for Aaron Estrada, who's got 17, and a timeout taken. Take a look at that jam from Keenan Worthington. Ends up putting Blair Academy up by 20 points in the game. Cut in a little bit after the bucket by St. Benedict's. They take a timeout at 51.5 left to go. Mark Taylor trying to rally his troops to a miracle comeback. It'll be Abdurrahim inbounding for Blair. A little bit of a bump from Zach Bakare into the corner for three. Jalen Blake's turning it on in the fourth quarter. He's got 23 points overall. Benedict's trying to shoot its way back in, can't connect. And fouled is going to be Henry Myers. Joe Antagna's starting to empty the bench. Myers, a senior from Wilmington, North Carolina. From the shores of Wrightsville Beach to the free throw line in Blairstown, New Jersey. The 6-foot senior trying to put a crowning moment on a state championship. That has eluded the Bucks throughout the entirety of this senior class's tenure. It's been 4 in a row for St. Benedict's over Blair, including a heartbreaker last year. Myers was there for it. Misses the second. It's a 22-point Blair lead with 20 seconds to go. A steal. Myers will hold on, and they'll call the foul against Madani Diarra. That'll send Myers back to the free throw line with 16.7 to go. (86-62). An anticlimactic dunk will put a finish to a state championship. for the Blair Buccaneers for the first time since 2014. The Blair Bucks are state champions. 86-64 over St. Benedict's. And they storm the court. Named for Blair Academy head coach Joe Mantegna and his wife. And they bring home the Prep A State Championship trophy to Blairstown. A final score of 86-64. Points for Jabri Abdurrahim and 23 from Jalen Blakes, two sensational sophomores, leading Blair to victory. 15 from Jordan Dingle, 9 from Keenan Worthington, 6 from Henry McKenney, and 3 for Henry Myers. Contributions from the Blair senior class, who have lost 3 times in their first 3 years in this game to St. Benedict's. Raby has got 17 from senior Aaron Estrada. But it just wasn't enough as Blair ends up running away. Court continues to be stormed. For the 4th time under head coach Joe Mantegna, the Blair Buccaneers are Prep A champions in the state of New Jersey, 86-64 over St. Benedict's. You see the mass chaos and I guess we'll call it confusion, but not really too much of that out on the court right now. The trophy being presented to Blair for a hard-fought victory. St. Benedict's, for the first 3.5 quarters, was out in front and dominating in this game. They were up by 12 midway through the 3rd quarter, and Blair ends up winning by 22 points. They're cutting down the nets. Doing the honors is Jalen Blakes.
Going to sneak out if you don't mind.
I get that out of your way.
And as Blair Academy cuts down the nets here inside Hardwick Hall to celebrate the 2019 Prep A Championship, it's come time for us to put an end to tonight's broadcast. For everyone at both schools, St. Benedict's Prep and Blair Academy, executive producer Simon Rosenwasser, director, broadcaster Joe Basile here with you today on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Thank you for tuning in. Final score for the final time. It's the St. Benedict's Prep Rabies 64 and the Blair Buccaneers 86 to win the 2019 state championship in boys basketball in the NJISAA. We hope you enjoy the rest of your Thursday night, and we'll talk to you next time on the Play-by-Play Sports Network.